Hi there YouTubers and Lord of the Rings fans, this is Roscoe and welcome to my review of the Sideshow Collectibles Saruman premium format figure. Now, as you can see, I have him all set up. I've had this piece for a couple of days now, and this piece, I have to say, is absolutely magnificent. I absolutely love it, way more than I thought I ever would when I initially pre-ordered it. Everything about this piece is spot on accurate. Proportions, the pose, the quality, everything is there. And it's definitely a great piece for any Lord of the Rings collection. Alright, we'll go take a look at the packaging first. We have a white box here. Got an image of Saruman on the front. And actually, all over the box, you have this sort of, it's kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but you have these glossed sections that resemble the patterning on his cloak, which is really cool. The box is quite solid. You usually get flimsy sort of packaging for some PFs, but this one's quite hard, which is good. Your piece is well protected. On the side, it's got Lord of the Rings written there. On the back, you have an image of his staff. And on the other side, you just have the Lord of the Rings heading again. So overall, very nice packaging. And given the size of the PF, it's actually quite compact, which is great for saving space if you're a collector that has a lot of stuff. So it wasn't overly big. So that's really good to know if you're looking at getting this piece. And I was surprised that it wasn't bigger. So very happy overall with the packaging. Alright, let's look at the piece itself. All I can say is wow. I never thought I'd be this excited owning this piece as I am now. Absolutely incredible. It comes in about 5 pieces, I think. You got the hand, that's a separate piece. The head's already joined to the body, so the arms and the whole body and legs, they're all just one piece. You get the hand, so that's separate from the staff, and then you get the staff and the base. So it doesn't take very long to assemble. He slots in down here, the pegs in this foot, whereas the other foot just rests on top of the stairs there. Right, we'll start by looking at the base. Got the really nice black marbled look to resemble the steps of Orthanc. Got the old school logo that you see on most Lord of the Rings PFs. Saruman. Got the base. There's the switch to turn on the light up function, which I'll show you shortly. The staff actually slots into a section of the base there, so you can pull it out and just clicks in there, so you don't have the staff slide all over the place and fall out of his hand. We'll go take a look at the head sculpt. Saruman head sculpt, played by Christopher Lee. Now I'm going to say that this is one of the most impressive human likenesses on a PF I've ever seen. That is dead spot on accurate. The paint up's great. There's no mistaking who it is. The beard's really well done. Just the detail on the face, the age lines, the colouring, the tones. It's done really well. Alright, we have his outfit. Got his really nice detail on his chest. There's no mistaking the proportions and the body shape is definitely the character Saruman. You've got wire in these sections here, so you can pose these sections how you'd like. Got lots of little details, all the embroidery all over it, patterning. Got this section here, you have his long pants underneath. Really, really well done. Sideshow have always done the Lord of the Rings PF line justice in my opinion. This is a welcome addition to my Lord of the Rings villains line, which I have the Sauron PF and also the Dark Rider PF. So when you unbox him, his cloak and outfit isn't really like this. It's quite messy and all over the place. There are creases all through here, bunches, creases on here. This is all folded and scrunched up, the wires all warped and bent. You need to spend a little bit of time. I probably spent about an hour or so on mine getting it right, and I used a steamer and steamed over the whole outfit. Just gave it a light steam and it got rid of most of the really big crinkles in it, and in my opinion it looks really, really nice now. A lot better than what you do if you just pulled it out of the box and assembled it and left it. Like bunching it up around his arms so you get to see his arm shape through the cloak, and straightening these all out. It just drapes and hangs a lot better once you've steamed it, and it doesn't do any damage to the figure whatsoever. Now I originally had the exclusive on order through Sideshow. I only had one flex pay to go for a number of months, but they just kept delaying it and delaying it and delaying it, and I sort of lost interest because you only go by the proto pics, and sort of the excitement went a little bit, and I decided to use the funds on another piece. I only ordered it because I thought, through Sideshow, because I thought that the Palantir, which I think is the best hand for this piece, was the exclusive. But I found out it was his hand where he holds like a clawed hand was the exclusive. So I kept with the pre-order, but once I got bored I knew I could always pick it up locally, the regular, because that's the hand I was always going to display it with. The exclusive hand would have been just indefinitely left in the box, so that was no concern for me. But I did cancel it. Then about a week ago I walked into my local store and saw they already have it, or had it, and straight away I was blown away. I was like, why did I cancel? But in the end it doesn't really matter. I saw it there and then took it straight home. I couldn't stop looking at it for about half an hour in the window before I even went to get the new one that was boxed out the back of the store. So it's definitely surprised me from a lot. It's even more impressive than when I first pre-ordered. That feeling is really good. That yet no QC issues as well. It's been perfect. I've usually had some sort of issue with a Sideshow piece, no matter which one it was. This is the first Sideshow piece I've been able to safely unbox. There's been no problems. Not really many people have reported anything wrong with it either. So overall, the quality, the accuracy, the paint app, the detail, the clothing, it's been done very well. Couldn't have done any better in my opinion. And it just looks wonderful on display. Now I'll turn the light up feature on so you have a look at that. Press the button. There is it pulsing and lighting up. Reason why I think this is a lot better, obviously you got the light up feature. It adds more colour, detail and definition. Adds that rich history of like the Palantir if you read the Silmarillion, and just the whole Palantir in the film. It sort of hints to Sauron, adds colour. It just adds something extra to the piece than if it just had a hand on its own, which the X has as well. It's good to have the option to pose between both, but as I said, mine would have indefinitely stayed in the box, and this is always going to be on mine. And I'm glad that this wasn't the X piece in the end. It's the regular. Just looks awesome. Seems to be on some sort of loop So it sort of times into different pulses. And I can't wait to display this next to my Sauron and Dark Rider, whose Saruman is actually afraid of Sauron, so now there's his servant. It's going to go really nicely together. There's his staff. Yeah, the ball sort of rolls around inside there, but it's not going to come out at all. Usually when you buy a PF, as I sort of mentioned earlier, something's a little bit awkward sometimes on some of them. Like a hand might be a bit off, the posture might be a bit off. This is dead on perfect. It's definitely a realistic pose. Nothing looks awkward or out of place. It's just very natural, and it's just a perfect piece in my opinion. So if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings and the Lord of the Rings PF line, this is definitely one to get. And I hope the rumours aren't true that this is the last Lord of the Rings PF. Anyway guys, I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed this review / look at the Saruman PF by Sideshow Collectibles. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks guys. Bye for now.